Morning, folks. One in, one out, apparently. I don't know. Fairly typical, isn't it? Especially if you take into account, like, I'm here. Got within 200 meters. Never quite got the whole way. Oh well. Oh well. I also can't help but notice they've already started making a mess of the base. Already. Hey everybody. How goes? Good afternoon, evening, thing. I know, Dundee. I'm aware. That bush just growled at me. Oh, hello. I didn't know we got turtles on this island. Alright, little friend. Onwards! I know Shaq made a dinghy. Why did Shaq make a dinghy? Does anyone have any ideas why Shaq made a dinghy? I assume that means that Shaq put points into ship making as well, which is like also a bit weird. Don't worry about it, Shaq. You'll catch up with my points in ship making eventually. You know, the guy that can do advanced shipwright stuff and can make brigs. Because I have no control, is what he said. Brilliant. Brilliant. That sounds like Shaq, to be fair. At least there was, I noticed, a small amount of progress made. There's a sign here that says that I can build up to this point. I take that to be positive. Hey, Alien, just started, mate. Yeah, unlike Shaq, I like my voice comms to be reasonable.
Thank you for that, by the way.
I'd like to be able to hear you when we talk. That'll do.
In both ears? Yeah. Crazy talk.
Yeah, 15 bubble around them. Nice to know. Thank you, Closet. How's it going down there? You've built a shipyard and it's not big enough.
We found some good stuff at that other island. The ants, which I didn't realize, actually give organic paste, so that's nice.
Oh, sweet. Does that mean you've got a preserving bag made then?
No, because we still didn't find any saps.
Sounds like that should be task number 1 once I've made a few adjustments to our vessel.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
AKA, I'm going to build us a single medium shield. Speed sail. Keep saying shield. They're not shields.
Bless you. Do you mind if we put a workbench on it too?
You don't need to press that button, Tex.
Force habit. I've been doing it for the last 2 hours.
Okay, tiny bit of metal and that's done. Yeah, you check.
Hey, I made some. I made a lantern too. There's another one. Made a couple of them. There's one in the
oh, cool.
workbench.
Howdy, boys. Also, yeah, I saw the rowboat. I got over to the island and went hunting for whichever trespasser dared to come onto our domain, and having done a complete sweep of the island,
Which took you like what, 30 seconds?
Which took about 30 seconds. There's nobody there. So I figured it was probably Shaq.
Keen eye and judge of character.
Well, I did figure it probably wasn't you. On the basis that, yeah. Now then, we have a problem.
What do we have?
We've built the wrong shipyard.
Yeah, and placed it in the wrong location.
And placed it in a kind of awkward place here. But I can build the big one now.
So you did see the... I went ahead and started at the shore, went out 15 foundation blocks, went an extra one, and then put the sign there. So that should... Well, if there were trees, that worked. Because there were no trees when we left.
Okay, fair.
So we can build up to that.
We named the base. Does it include Bob? I don't know if they noticed that I... Did Shaq notice I named the base?
No. Or at least not that he told me. How do I make beef jerky with all this meat and the salt? Do you remember?
Yeah, you were talking about making salt meat.
Yeah. Do you
That's
remember
just
where
done in the preserving bag. It'll slowly turn into salt meat
the
as
bag
it's in
does
there.
it.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Oh, still need the saps.
Yes, indeed. Right, back in 2 seconds. Have I got the bits on me? Nope.
I like the build out of the base. You do the sign after I logged?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it didn't take very long. All I did was put a roof on it, but at least it gave us a place to put the beds. Shaq, you're going to use this roof area for your growing. It's not a bad way of doing it, but if I know that, then I can put some walls around it and so on.
He was talking about one of these other 2 rocks, putting his greenhouse growing area, but I don't know that he
roof-based
had
growing areas might be quite convenient.
I like the idea of a roof garden. That's nice.
Almost like they planned it, Bruce, except that couldn't be further from the case. Don't panic.
Yeah, no, placing shipyards is always very finicky.
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse.
It always has been. So my basic thought was like a boardwalk that goes pretty much out to where that final block is, back to the base, and then build stuff off of that. I don't know if you had any opinions.
When you say, oh, back to this, what do you mean?
Yeah, you know where I've got the sign that says "Don't build past here."
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking we could actually do a boardwalk sort of between the current base location and that rock spit, right before the sign, and then maybe try and see if we can place the shipyard off of the boardwalk.
Might work, don't know.
Can't actually climb up the ladder. I'm so full.
That's a bit better. The endurance is now the speedy. I need a bed and a couple of fires still. I was just thinking, Jack, I want to leave space for you to do your stuff wherever it is, so I don't want to build stuff in the way, you know? So if the roof works, then I can leave that and sort of keep that in mind as I'm adding bits to the building or whatever. So if that works for you, then sweet, I'll make sure we got a nice flat roof to build on.
Nice. Perfect.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna need a bigger boat. No. Well, actually, yes, but Slightly further down the line, I might try and put us together a schooner today.
Alright.
But I have a couple of other goals I want to do as well. We need to find you some saps.
Yeah.
Because those preserving bags are vital. And we could do with...
So the next island over is going to be really nice for hunting, and it also has crystals of a different kind, as well as a lot more trees and stuff to hunt, but we didn't find any saps or metal there yet, so...
Yeah, reskinning does cost a bit. Well, it doesn't cost a bit at the moment. Every time you level up, you get the ability to respec. At the moment, we're leveling up so fast that you can respec quite often. Obviously, as we get further into it, that gets harder and harder to do. Okay, don't need to take a shield. Why do I call sails shields? It's just a thing. Yeah, we're going to have to replace this with a schooner at some point soon. I hate the fact that the sloops have got the bottom deck that's, like, useless. It's there, but you can't do anything with it.
We could do the trick that I did the last time. I mean, for like a one-man ship, it actually works okay to do the sloop with, like... It gets complicated, but like using the half walls, and then you can basically put a floor in sort of below the deck, and then put down a crafting table and whatnot.
Oh yeah, you're talking about stuff that you can only access through the floor, though, aren't you? I remember. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think it's worth it for a sloop.
You can go underneath. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely finicky.
I does say I think we're better off building a schooner for that. Going straight to a slightly larger ship, you know.
Yeah,
Because we can always build a schooner at the moment.
Multi-person use, absolutely.
Even a schooner, if you put a big, because remember you can do a schooner with a single large speed sail on it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, legendary. And like, I think schooners are my favourite multi-person. The sloops are all right, but a bit on the slow side. Leave that aboard, and that's ready to go, I think. Yeah, the saps seem to be the main concern, I've got to be honest. Although I did want to do something about this mess out the back. Oh, this is a tiny shipyard. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of resources, he said, so.
No, it really isn't. But as such, I have no qualms about getting rid of it because we don't need to make rafts and dinghies in future.
Oh, that one won't even make a sloop?
No, just make rafts and dinghies.
Get rid of it. Good lord. So I was asking Shaq, do you know of anybody else that was interested in going like melee weapons or armory or that kind of stuff, or should I specialize in that area?
No idea. I'm certainly not going to be. I've done melee before, and yes. It's interesting.
I meant more for the crafting route than anything else.
Well, I mean, no point crafting it if you don't plan to use it, was my thinking.
Well, I mean, the pikes are nice for when you're swimming and hunting fish, but that's about it. The armor is pretty much for like making other clothing.
That little spot there that won't let anything go in it. Way in the wing. Oh, the snapping in this game. Really? A triangle will snap, something else won't. Oh well, fine. A triangle it is then. Oh no, because these are not 45-degree triangles. These are 30-degree triangles, so you can't use them like that. Yay!
Oh boy. I'd forgotten about that. Oh,
now
man.
I remember 35-degree
The
triangles.
triangles.
Triangles don't make squares because that makes sense in a game where everything's a square.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no 45-degree triangle. There's no put two together and make yourself a square in this. What you've got is just these things.
My other thought too was that we could always consider like cliff platforms.
Yes, but cliff platforms are miles up one of the construction trees. They're like right at the top. I thought.
I thought I had access to make one. Yeah, we've got a wood cliff platform is already unlocked. We just need more hide and stone and we could make one. It's not ideal, but
I'm not sure it's
an
necessarily any better. You know,
and that's a lot of resources.
Yeah.
Shaq leave his own lantern on? Yeah, he did.
Oh well, at least we're illuminated.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I need to repair my tools.
What was the name of that hook? The one that hangs on the wall? Do you remember?
No, I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called now, or if we've got it yet.
Customizable flag. But do you have a flag?
Yeah, I think it might just be called Warbook.
Oh, you can make an ice box. I didn't know that.
Ah, that's the thing from Eco. That's
And
a better version of the preserving bag.
Don't have to have saps.
Yeah, that's the better version of the preserving bags that Ecos gives.
Wow. Okay, so for that, all we would need to get 10 more organic paste and some carotenoid.
Well, carotenoid's easy enough.
Yeah, organic paste. I got some of that off of the ant when we killed it.
Can you make me some weapons? I am completely unarmed. Because I don't have any ability to make that stuff. Just some spears would be great.
You can't even make spears. Wow, okay.
Actually, talking about cliff platforms, we've got a blueprint for an slightly upgraded one with better durability in here.
Oh, nice. Well, see, there you go.
Iceboxes work best out at sea. Interesting, Legendary. I didn't know that. I mean, I assume they still work on land. They're just not as good. Yeah, we have no fishy style of food at the moment. So yeah, I need to go hunting or fishing.
What you need?
Spears.
I mean, I've got some food I can split if you're starving right now.
I'm not starving. I'm vitamin depleted, which is why I need to go
what
fishing.
Do you need, blue?
Yes, but I mean, actually, I suppose there's no point building up a stockpile until we've got somewhere to store it more permanently.
There you go. There's some fish right there.
God damn, you guys are not organising the box. There are places for the things.
Am I not doing it right?
The box. People not putting things back in the folders.
I don't worry about incomplete stacks. I always put complete stacks back in the folders.
Okay, fair enough. Right, let's see if I can kill myself by overeating fish.
Boy, that sounds like me anytime I go out to a catfish parlor. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, I'm cold as well, no question. But am I cold enough to be losing health? I don't think so. Oh, actually, yes I am.
There we go.
Yes, I am.
I wanted a hook.
That's not going to work. Yeah, I'm going to at some point rework how we get in and out of this base as well.
Yeah, that'd be... stairs or something would be really
Yeah,
nice.
something along those lines I think might be not a bad idea, right? Quick ingress. We've got a grill now, haven't we? So... assume. Yeah. It's cold. Apparently. Lol.
You have a pike in the workbench.
Pike, I don't think I can use. Maybe I can.
I think anybody can equip them.
Okay, fair enough. There are some that you need skills to even use the weapons. Sam, the Baron is gold and too tall for his room, as usual. Outside of that, I'm good.
May have done it to himself. Where would we like a lamp? Would you like it over the door, or?
A lamp? I guess so. The difference between a pike and a spear, you throw spears.
But more importantly, in this context, the pike is much better for hiding the fish.
Lurch says about 3 to 4 foot. Yep, sounds about right. Although in this game, I'll admit that the pikes don't look that different to your average. What am I saying? Words wasted. Spear. There you go. Look, it might be quite early for me to be streaming.
I'm with you. No, I know.
Brain hasn't entirely kicked into gauge yet. I swear I put some structures in there just now. You reorganising?
You me? What?
Confirmed. A reorganiser.
One of those.
Deadly, deadly.
I didn't know if you wanted to store finished blocks inside the workbench or just put them somewhere else.
Kind of not too bothered which, to be honest. I just whacked a few in there because I only had a few left. Right. What way are we going to be able to find a way of getting down the side of this with stairs? With difficulty, I suspect.
We're keeping the endurance, right?
Yeah, I
endurance?
just put a big sail on the side, so.
All right, I'm gonna put a lamp on it then.
Now I'm dehydrated. God damn it. Yeah, I suspect the answer to getting in and out of this is going to be continuing in the direction of the island, and as we go over, slowly making it more accessible. Yeah, like out from here. we can extend off from this, and that's what we can build, because that shipyard's not staying where it is. This is where we can sort of extend towards the island direction and then build stairs up, I figure. And for now, the ladder's still there. I don't think it's going to let... Oh no, it will let me build a wall behind the ladder. Interesting. Yeah, pretty much, Sam. Like, just bridging the islands together slowly off in that direction. Because that's all we've got, is little bits of island to build the base off of.
Would you like me to remove the small deck? Are you at that point yet?
Remove the
small shipyard?
Might as well, it's in a weird place anyway, so... Right, what do I need more of? Roofs.
Oh, we're gonna have to replace the ladder now that you've placed that.
There's a hole.
Because the ladder's not running off of the hole.
Oh, it's not actually coming off the hole, is it? Yes, yeah. You have to place it afterwards. No. Okay. Crafting 2 wooden ladders. Yeah, completely forgot that, of course, you actually have to hang it off the gap itself rather than the other bit. And I also didn't build the walls I intended. Fail!
It is useful though, because I'm confirming that there's actually no way to get up into our base without using the ladder. or climbing, or jumping off of a boat or something.
Yeah, or using a grapple, of course.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, what's preventing me from getting all the way to the top there? That's got to be... Is this half blocks on top of that? That's got to be the ceiling itself just there, right?
Yeah. Do you need me to take that block above where you just placed it out?
Go on, Baron. You can do this. Nope, apparently not. Hey! Yeah, so I think it's that one there. Huzzah! Yeah, because this is going to let me build out a bit further than we were before down here. Maybe actually even at a level where we can build stairs. I don't know. Depends whether we want to or whether we just want to sort of extend out walkway-wise.
We used the loom to make ladders. Do you remember?
I've got ladders.
I meant for the mast on the endurance.
I think so, but I don't know if you'll be able to make them or not.
Nah, apparently not. All right, well, I'm just going to keep on, unless you got something for me to work on, I'm going to just keep working on resource gathering since our stuff just respawned.
Oh, God. Roger that. Alright, this needs to be put somewhere else, that hole, but for now.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah, you can tell it's made by the same, well, a lot of the same team and the same basic engine as ARC. It's not made by the same people, obviously, because the company names are different and ARC still exists. But
It's a lovely little island. If it only had metal, it'd be perfect. But oh well.
beggars can't be choosers, Mr. Texfire.
Nope. And it's got tons of fiber.
Yeah, for such a tiny, tiny little island, it's got fibre for days.
Would you say we need more rushes or wood? I didn't look before I left.
Probably rushes, but let me have a quick peek. She's saying that I've been making a lot of wooden stuff recently, so no, it's wood. Yeah, definitely.
Roger that. What it is?
We might have to move the ship soon. Find somewhere a little bit more appropriate to keep her.
We could obviously just anchor it on the other side, to be honest. Be easy enough.
Well, I'd probably propose we go and find ourselves some organic paste, etc.
Good.
Partly because it looks like this is lined up pretty well to go over to that island and where the existing test rod is, but there's a boat in the way.
Yeah, and after we get that far, we could obviously replace the block that I placed for the don't go further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least we know where it is. Yeah. If I could say always something starving, moaning, whining, shut up. Thin as a rake. How can you be this in need for food? If you're talking about, there is a tiny mini island in that direction, just there. And there's a tiny mini island just there. Nuki, I'm always up this early. The difference is I'm not normally streaming this early. How come I'm streaming this early? Because I wanted to stream some Atlas today. And I also will end up still streaming Space Engineers later, I suspect. So, yes. 2 things, 1 day. It means you've got to be up. About, busy. We could try and do shipyard at the outermost island over there. Let me,
We could try to do what?
We've got one final island a bit further out than us, right?
Which direction?
Further out to sea. Like towards the borders. I'm going to go and have a quick look at how the terrain underneath it looks. Yeah, because this stuff here is going to be a nightmare to build across. Running away.
I thought you meant a further off, not a further spit of land. I'm with you now. I was like, really? There's nothing that I can see between here and the border.
Nice one, Space Well. Thank you, mate. Org. Or Yarg, yeah. A bit more appropriate. What does it look like when I walk through doorways? Probably quite stupid. I like that there's a door on the side here that literally goes nowhere. Walk out this door to fall to your death.
It's a trick. It's a trap, like the Winchester house.
Yeah, okay, so my proposal, sir, would be that we wrap up clearing up the island's resources. When we've cleared that all off, we go find ourselves the pastes and whatnot we need. Don't think Sposie was responsible for it, no.
Were you blaming for Lucifer this time?
At the door that opens to nowhere.
Well, he's not here to defend himself, so absolutely that was Splicey's fault.
That door was probably, yeah, it was me last night because I had a plan to build a balcony around the outside, and I still have a plan to build a balcony around the outside. Might do challenge, it depends. Tex said there was crystal on this island, I haven't actually seen it.
It's on the rock.
Oh, it's on the big, okay.
There's actually a fair amount about it, but it's actually not that common. Oh, speaking of which, that next island over that where the ants are, there's also salt on the shores, so we don't actually have to go back to their isle.
That just means that having this quartz supply here actually gives us something of value. How late was I up last night? I think I went to bed about 9 AM. Something like that. Yeah, it all respawns.
Jack has also requested we pick up any poo that we see floating around.
Yeah,
that fertilizer.
Yeah, right, for his fertilizer. I see your game, Mr. the Captain. Just collect all the poop for me, boy.
Floating poo is a Shaq specialty.
Yeah, there's a distinct part of me, and I know Shaq won't be particularly keen on this, that wants to tame a bear, make some of this easier. Not necessarily have a menagerie on this little island, because we don't really have room for it, but at the very least, and bear would be quite helpful. And I suspect that no one else is going to do it, so...
Beastmaster? I wasn't planning on it. If only because I'm trying to make my sure that I don't try to do everything.
Won't be able to. You're halfway to max level already.
Yep. I do think I'm going to take armory, though, and so I can make us some hide pants and whatnot. Unless somebody else is going to do that. Because that's right at the beginning of the armor tree, so it's not so bad.
You actually got 2 types of crystal.
Yeah, there was crystal on that other one, too.
Okay, so it's not that unusual, although the fact that it's not the same type as us is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I might load up the bits to build a little taming pen as well. Although I can't do the bowler yet, so that might be a bit pointless. There are monkeys, Nuki. They're a pain in the backside to tame. I haven't tried taming Shaq, so I wouldn't be able to answer that one.
What have you been doing with your time if you haven't tried to tame Shaq?
That seems like too much effort, to be honest. Oh yeah, over in cupboard. That's not going to work. Roger. Yeah, fair point,
Well,
Rain.
Hopefully it rains fairly soon. Fill our barrel back up.
Definitely the taming food for a shack is a coffee. A large supply of coffee. Not sure what sort of taming pen you need for them though. Probably quite an expensive one because I suspect it's going to need some gaming in it. Oh yeah, Zerks, I remember seeing that actually.
Does a loom not make clothes? Am I looking for another
Tannery.
block? Tannery, that's right.
Shaq, does Tabby ever randomly whistle in your proximity?
Can you
No.
make a tannery?
Me? Don't think so. Let me have a look when I come up. Can wasted make a tannery?
There's a meat in the stove too. I didn't know if you were cooking some for yourself. Yeah, I think we probably ought to consider making that fridge.
Need to look out for gems as well. But no, I can't make the tannery. The tannery is a separate skill branch. Chemicals and tanning, yep. Which is needed to get through to metallurgy and so on.
I actually have metallurgy. I took that to get through to the...
Then you have tanning.
No, I can make a tannery.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. If you've got metallurgy, you have tanning.
Nope. Just to figure out where that's at. Nope. Oh, because it's craftable in the inventory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think most of those base crafting things means that you don't require going down the other routes, other paths as well, to get the bits to make them. Like the looms made out in the inventory as well.
Forgot how much stuff you sort of take for granted that you remember until you start trying to remember it and go, I don't remember that at all.
Yep.
Okay. Did you have a particular spot for a tannery? Perhaps where the sleeping folks are? It would fit there.
That was a place for like a tannery or an armory, yeah. That's why I left the ceiling tall there.
Alright. Let me move Sleeping Beauties.
Hey, midget. Yeah, we'll figure out where we can put a bedroom at some point. Get those guys out of the way. Okay.
Oh man, dragging bodies up the stairs is tough. Keep bumping their heads.
Do remember, when unloading the bolt, that it helps to leave a bit of repair materials in it.
Helps to leave what?
Bit of repair materials in it.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than completely strip it. Yeah. As soon as we can, I'll make us one of the ship chests and we can do it that way instead. I wonder if I can actually make one of those yet. I can't remember. Should be able to. Ship cargo rack is not what I'm after. Ship resource chest is what I'm after. And I can't make it yet. Ah, ship resource chest is under captaining, isn't it? It's not under the construction. Yes, basics of crew. I tried medieval engineers a few times, Split Kids, and I've got to be honest, it just doesn't grab me. Like they took the game in a direction that I don't think made much sense. They had such a good start with it, with all the mechanical and like physics engineering things they were doing. It was much better than Space Engineers in some ways. And then they decided that they were going to go down the route of like budget Conan, and Conan was already pretty budget. Oh, I'm Pathetic Porg, I missed your sub. And Mr. Thomas, giving Bob
To
from Crowding.
hyperthermic
Cheers, guys.
insulation, the higher the number, the better, or the lower?
I think with both of them, it's the higher number, the better. Because it's insulating you. Both of them are insulation. Just one's insulation against heat and one's insulation against cold, which is a very weird way of describing insulation, but hey.
Yep.
Both, you know, the higher the number, the positive. Okay, now I'm gonna go and kill some animals, because ideally I would like to have points to make bowlers before I leave. I'm gonna eat you little fishy. That is not a tuna. I'm sorry, but no. What the hell? Yeah, tuna are a pretty enormous fish, not something about the size of my thumb. I know Harvest gains some XP, but you get a lot more from killing animals. Plus, I can collect poop for Shaq. Look. Floating poop! Wow. There it is. Also, I get to kill a seagull. No, get back here. More poop. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. You want some?
Can you trash talking animals as you kill them?
Yes. I find it helps. Keeps morale up.
Yours or theirs?
Mine. I'm not too bothered about the morale of the seagull, if I'm honest. Well, that was a nice, quick and easy level up. Let's go more intelligence for crafting. And we wanted... taming,
Bolo.
commands, riding, taming proficiency. Cool.
I have something for you, sir.
Thank you. Is it poop?
No.
Okay, cool.
Should it be?
No. Preferably not. Jack got reprieve from packing. Does that mean that something's being packed?
He's about to pop back in?
No, I don't think so. I think he's... half an hour's not really enough to do anything in Atlas, is it? In reality.
Some clothes.
No, this seems far too much. For some reason, I also didn't actually get those.
Yeah, you canceled.
The trade system's stupid. Just like love them on the floor.
Okay. Fair enough.
Remember, you can press O to drop them quickly. I think the trade system's only really sort of any value if you're trying to trade with other people around that you don't want to nick it.
Yeah.
You know. He looks weird.
It should actually help us from getting hypothermic as much, according to the stats.
Mm-hmm. Right, I got the bits I needed to make bowlers, so...
Okay. I can't remember what bolas take to make.
Fairly easy, I think. It's like hide and so on. Will I build tane-drawn cannons, Baron? Well, I'm not entirely sure where we would be drawing these carts around. We don't really have any island to draw them around, so probably not.
If you get any additional hide, if you want to throw that in the tannery, I'll make some more clothes for everybody else too.
Well, let me make some bowlers first, then.
Okay. No, it's definitely secondary.
Although I think bowlers are tannery as well, thinking about it.
It is actually, now that you mention it.
Fibre, stone, and thatch. Okay. Doesn't need hide at all. There you go. Fibre, stone, and thatch. Where was Shaq? This can be Shaq's poop box.
Can you just throw it in his dinghy?
I know, but there's a box next to the table here.
I just couldn't remember if you could actually put a box inside a dinghy or not. Or if it's basically completely useless.
No, Thyline. Seagulls are one of the few things you can't tame in this, actually.
Which is good, because they all have to die. Alright.
I don't know, Altair. Now, this is not the best way to approach me about something like that. Because we can not really communicate properly. Like, you know, I'll send me a message or something, explain what it is you have in mind. Yeah, probably don't need all of those, do I? You do need more bowlers than you think you do, but perhaps not that many. Seagulls let you hold your breath longer under... Because that makes sense. What is it about Atlas that I love so much? Something that neither Conan Ark might have the same feature, but doesn't have the environment that I enjoy for it, which is that it's all designed by us. The map's designed by us, the server's run by us, the player counts obviously are much greater than stuff like Conan. And so it lets us run something within the community that can contain absolutely everybody all at once. Cool, sounds good out there. Plus, I wasn't a fan of Conan's death system, in honesty. Yeah, organic paste in here. Well, you only got 2 organic paste left. Where are you getting it from?
I only had 2 organic paste because I got 2 of them off of an ant.
Fair enough. Yeah, Gadget. I mean, not me in this case. It was designed by guys from the community. But yeah, you get to design and pick your map layout and what's on it and so on. So you can do quite a lot of customization work with Atlas that you just can't do with some of these other games, which is pretty cool. We got salts for days.
Oh man, you can get a lot of leather off of those turtles.
Yeah, 100%. Penguins keep you warm, yeah. Penguins are one of the most valuable, in my opinion. I don't know, Aaron. Not tried it. Anybody who's questioning why I've made so many bowlers has not tamed in Ark before, I can tell. Not Ark Atlas. This may not be enough bowlers. Thankfully, bears is berries, so it's a nice easy one. There you go, and now we've got the guys that play it. It's like, you're quite stingy on the boat front. Alright, making more bows. And nabbing berries out of the box. Gonna need a fair few berries as well. We talked about campfires on a wooden ship yesterday. Like, yes, okay, it wouldn't be an ideal thing to do, but yes, the wood that they make boats out of is so tough. Building a campfire on it's not just going to burn the boat down. Your concern is setting fire to ropes, not anything else. Ropes and sails, you're not going to set fire to the deck of a boat with something like that. Bowlers are a bit like trank arrows, except you don't knock out the target, so the target is still able to chomp on you while you're trying to tame it. Hence why taming pens are also required. We basically need to trap the animal in an area, lure it in, build pillars around it so it can't get back out again, and then begin the process of feeding it, bowlering it, feeding it, bowlering it, feeding it, bowlering it, feeding it, bowlering it, getting eaten by it, running back, feeding, bowlering it, feeding, bowlering it, feeding, bowlering it, feeding, bowlering it, eat in the face, feeding, bowler, feeding, you get the idea. I can't say it's a process I particularly enjoy, but thankfully it's one that doesn't need to be done very many times. Well, if you look after your animals. Is that a flaming horizon in the distance? Yes. That is what it looks like. If I show you the map, each one of these areas is a cell on the map, obviously, but it's also an individual server. So that's a server, that's a server, that's a server, etc. What you can see here is what it looks like when the servers are turned off. These cells can't be entered. They aren't on at the moment. And so that's what it looks like, to warn you not to try and sail through that bit. And these cells are off, I believe, for the purposes of events and so on. Some of them are off for events, some of them are off to control how people can move around the map. Yeah, that's what that is. Thankfully, you don't actually fall off the end of the world, Tech. You just bounce into the end of the world. Turns out the end of the world is rather solid. Server map size ever going to get bigger? Maybe, but you've got to take into account, if you wanted to, like, just yesterday, we sailed from there to there, and that took us about an hour because of the bad winds. And then we sailed from there to here, and that took us about an hour because of, and maybe a bit longer because of bad winds. Because you can see we ended up having to go all the way around down here because of ships of the damned. So, I mean, it might, but every time you increase the server size, you also increase the demand on the hardware that's running it. You alright there, Tex? Yes. You're right there, Tex?
Answer me, that music is creepy.
Okay, I think we might be pretty set up for a journey out. I've got a ton of bowlers. I've got bits to build a little barricade. I'm really tempted to try and get a smithy made and put on that ship to come with us. Just in case.
No, I'm with you there. Because that gives us the ability to repair our tools and other stuff. We can put it on the front, or we can try and bury it underneath. Either way.
I'll just whack it on the front for now.
Works. Yep. We could even shift the bed, make room for it, or just leave it. What's with all the berries? Is that
that's what you tame bears with?
To tame with bingo.
That's the bear's food of choice.
The building stuff, the wood walls and whatnot.
No, that's for the taming pen.
Ah, never mind.
We might want to move this bed after all. I mean, I can get it on here. It's just going to be a bit. Actually, no, that might be alright.
You sure? I mean, I can remove it.
Yeah, it'd probably be better off if we remove it and just... Oh, hang on. Lol.
Yes. Yep. Now, I don't think you can spawn on the bed, though, now.
Probably not, no.
Because there's something over it. But, well, certainly a thing.
Bed, five-a-side thatch and wood. No idea, Tech. They haven't said anything yet. Fingers crossed, mate. We'll have to see.
Fiber metal one, okay.
You sticking that together? I'll just grab a drink quickly if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some fiber metal and wood so we have enough to...
No worries. Back to sex, guys.
Could I mount Shack on the prow of the ship? I don't think so. It wouldn't make a great figurehead.
We can't fit cannons on the little thing, guys. We can't make them yet.
Let me make a bed real quick. I'm going to grab some more hide.
Okay. Yeah, we need to have Forge up and running, making alloys for us to be able to make cannons, and we don't yet. So, yeah. Little way off before we can do the cannon thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't done the metallurgy yet. There's been higher priorities.
Did you get a bed, or should I?
No, we're out of hide.
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
See if I can get some off the seagull here. Can't remember if they give hide or not.
Yeah, but only a tiny bit. I think it's skin, essentially. We got hide. There was hide in the,
No, actually fair amount of skin.
Oh, fair play.
Got 43 off of that. Yep, all I need now is fiber.
I have one, mate.
You have a bed?
Yeah, found a little bit of fibre in the loom. Not fibre, hide in the loom.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna rob our supply just to do that since I could kill something really easily. There's also a bed in inventory. Oh, you just made that.
Yep. And I also grabbed, let's have a look. Seems a bit more of a sensible place for that to be.
What does?
A ladder. I mean, unfortunately, the boat's in the way of getting up now.
Not if you're on the boat.
Not if you're on the boat, indeed. We get a bed down? I'll do it.
No.
No worries.
I thought you made it. I thought you made it, so I wasn't gonna make another one.
No real obvious spot for this, so and it won't let you put it down there, which is really annoying. Cool, we all set?
I think so.
Yep.
Yep.
One side only boat, for sure.
Mm-hmm. You said you could make a rope or ladders that we could extend from the crow's nest?
What, from the crow's nest? Probably, yeah. But we can just use grapples to get up there.
That's true.
Just the rope, each rope adds like structure and weight to the limit on the boat. That's why we ended up in the last season not building the crow's nest ladders anymore, is because each one of those ladders counts as a build item. And so you hit the build cap on the boat really quickly.
Fair enough.
Wind seems friendly enough. Shall we move on out?
Sounds like a plan. Oh wow, you filled the whole box up?
Trust me, we're gonna need them.
I'm sure.
And for now, we actually have a little dock to pull up to. That's not the right height, but we won't complain.
Ooh. I have to stand on that side to man the sail?
No, I was on it.
Ah.
I think I got the fire just in the right place to not burn you while you're on it.
No, I'm not taking damage.
Cool. That can be decided when we get back, Clutch. That's not our only goal for this trip. Bear is one of them, but ideally what we really want is the stuff for preserving bags and so on, because a lot of time is being spent doing food.
I didn't see a bear on that island closest to us.
No, we'll see what we got.
Mostly giraffes,
Yeah,
crocodiles.
I think we might end up having to go into a different biome for a bear. I don't think the bears are in this one. I think they're in the next one over. There might be a tame bear market at the moment, Bob. I hadn't thought to check. Let's have a look. Atlas Trading.
Yeah, this is faster than it was with two small sails going with the wind earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, well, big speed sail's always good.
Oh, yep, now I'm burning.
Careful where you stand. Okay, it looks like there is already requests for crystal in the trading channel. Yeah, I'll swing us close. That'll turn us into the wind as well, so it should slow us down a little bit. Cool.
Bingo. Ooh, a little salted meat. Nice.
Bears available for sale or trade, Mr. Poetic says. Interesting. Yeah, not even with the wind, and we're like over halfway there already. Much nicer. Making some progress. This island hasn't been grabbed by anybody yet either, has it?
No, there were some boats there, though.
Not so far.
What is with your stream lately? You seem to be in a punish mood.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. They know it. I think they know it annoys me.
Ah.
It doesn't annoy me this much. Just grabbing the flotsam here, because we might as well. That's money. Don't burn, Tex. Don't burn. Still need you for now.
Yep. Still useful. Most likely kill you in the morning. Come on. Come on, let go.
Yeah, well. I think we're too far. He's got an arm on him, but not that much.
Ah. Ah.
The music's not very priority. Yeah, Lurch, I suspect that's Tex's text message alert.
Yeah, sorry about that. Either that or else somebody wants in the captain's quarters on the Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah, Omnichronic. Sorry, Omnichronic. It is indeed. Server boundary, looking fiery and scary. Yeah, the problem with the AC music is certain companies are much more aggressive than others about how they allow their music to be used. Oh yeah, sailing was... I mean, there's a reason the sailing kept coming back after Black Flag, is because it was by far the best bit in that game, and as soon as you unlock the sailing, that's all you did. Like, everyone just disappears on like a 12-hour bender around the map, just fighting stuff and so on, and then like, oh yeah, actually there's a story campaign and stuff in this, isn't there? I should probably be doing something important. So this is the one YouTube were on earlier?
Yeah.
Cool, I haven't
Yeah,
been on
I've
this
looked
yet.
at this side. We didn't go all the way around it, though, so...
Anything interesting this side? I mean, we could always do a loop.
Crocodiles, giraffes, salt.
Wow, you sell it.
Yep.
Crocodiles and salt. Yeah,
And
sorry, I
lots of
changed my
animals.
mind a little bit with that one. I can't remember the story to Black Flag. I've got no idea. You were a dude that was decidedly not assassiny. And you had to fight some
Yeah.
other dudes. I think that was about
Nor
the story.
were you actually related to the assassins, which up till then I think it was pretty much like just the children of assassin became assassin.
Mm-hmm.
You straight up just took the identity of one when you found him dead on the stake, on the beach. Spoiler alert, happens at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, his name's Conway maybe, and he is actually a like known individual from history. Kenway, there we go.
Oh, was he actually a historical pirate? I never knew.
Yeah,
that.
he is actually historical. I mean, obviously what they made him do was not, but the basis for some of it was historical.
Let's see, we got a legendary wide medium stone gateway, a song, and some tea.
Tea? That sounds tasty.
Some berry tea. A gentle reminder to all that sometimes conflicts are resolved through peaceful means rather than through violence. Soothing and delicious.
Yeah, Leapy. Bring him around. Try and pull up on the other side of the island this time, I think. Eyes open for sales. May well have just been a visiting party when you were around earlier, or it could have been someone setting up.
Yeah, it was on this corner, like on the far corner from here.
Mm-hmm. I don't see anything yet.
Else, I didn't catch their faction, but I didn't worry about it.
We ain't got no enemies. Horses on the beach. I do not fancy taming a horse.
There was a horse, actually.
I can see him from here.
There's also a ostrich, whatever they called that.
Razor or something or other.
And
I don't fancy taming one of those either. And there's a crocodilo fighting a giraffe.
Well, that is definitely Hyde.
That's a cool little.
Yeah, look at that.
Way in. Mm-hmm. Bet you
think it's
way shallow.
Deep enough draft that we could get in there?
For something like this, maybe? For anything bigger?
Else?
Probably not. No. We've tried building in those cool places before, and they was, ooh, hello. Yeah, okay, let's pull up just ahead here. I think I see a reason for this to be a good place to stop.
Oh, indeed. Let me know when you're ready for me to raise.
I'm in anchor territory, so should be alright. And donk. Not jarring in the slightest. Maps ho!
Oh, speaking of which, I made a couple of shovels.
Oh, cool. Very nice. We'll have to go on a map hunt at some point. Collate where our maps are, etc.
So we might need to make some firearms before we go too crazy with that. Apparently they were having a tough go earlier.
Nice one, Kemper.
This was helping some people out.
Oh, cheers, dude. Yes, indeed. They basically nerfed quite heavily how much damage melee weapons do to aspect of the whatever they're called, the skelly dudes. Oh, they've got crows. You get another Nevermore. I will have to do that at some point. Crows are intelligence boost for crafting.
Somebody just attacked me. In the water.
You getting nibbled on?
Yeah, I got nibbled on by something.
Well, I'm having a look around. See what we can find. Ideally, ants. Organic paste is the thing we need. This does not need a flock of ostriches. Damn you. I've been conned. Nah, they fooled me into saying it.
That was a manta ray. That was chewing on me.
For a plate.
Desert.
It's not that I'm hot, actually, guys. It's that I'm dehydrated. Because I forgot to bring things with me. With a bit of luck, I might find some water here. Yes.
We got a boat coming up right behind us.
Have we really? Yeah. Hang on. I've got other problems.
Where you at?
That's a cobra. There's me water. Oh dear.
I didn't see where you're at. Sorry.
It's alright, it looks like the cobra's gone away, so I just need to lie down for a few moments.
Cobra is actually killing other stuff. Let me go see if I can poke it and... I see you.
Topped out next to my water spout. Oh yes, I'm fine. Atlas is back. Season 3. Well underway. Day 2. I'm just having a little snooze next to this fan.
Yep. Alright. Cobra dead.
I'll be up in a moment. Mind me.
I do like the amount of resources we're getting off this stuff, though. And one snake so far has given me over 200 scale.
Nice. Not bad.
Yeah, 245 scale, 117 animal meat. You up moving in, or do you need a rescue?
No, I'm good.
Yep. Ah, I found an ant.
Nice. Kill it.
Oh, I didn't get any organic paste that time. That's unfortunate. I guess it's random.
That noise sounds anti to me.
Anti what?
Like it's an ant.
Anti-friendly?
Making little squeaky sounds.
Do ants squeak?
I don't know. What noise do ants make? Like a sort of chittery sort of noise.
Nope, found another snake.
I found this island's metal rocks at least. What you got? Tin again. Same as the other one. I haven't died. I got knocked out. It's not the same thing as dying.
Dead snake.
I am, however,
If nothing else, we're gonna have a lot of skin.
a little on the warm side. And so far, I haven't really seen anything particularly exciting material-wise on this island. Woo! Alpha chicken. If you mean KSE Guardian, yeah, later. Usual sort of time for that. This is more of a breakfast stream for me. So whereabouts have you been finding these ants? Because I haven't seen a single one yet.
I found one in the same beach area, hill area where you got attacked by the snake.
Okay, so hills rather than beach, perhaps.
Perhaps. I've only seen 2 so far, so they may not be as common as I was hoping they were.
Oh, yeah.
You did say you found metal-bearing rocks, though?
There are metal-bearing rocks around, yeah.
Well, then that's not a total waste.
Ideal, though.
Oh.
It depends what comes around first, okay? We might be able to trade for the bear, but if I can find a place to tame one, I do have the skills to do so, so that's definitely a cheaper way of doing it. That is an alpha snake. I don't think I want to mess with that.
No?
No, go away, alpha snake. That's a croc. No, no, and also no. Definitely not ready for crocs and alpha snakes.
Rattlesnake, get away from me.
This is a rather disappointing island. Well, grab some stone and head back towards the boat, I guess. Not stone, other stuff. Metal.
Yeah, which one? What did the metal-looking rocks look like?
They're sort of a black and grey, quite distinct.
Roger that.
All the way up on the mountainside. Saying that, it's now dawning on me that I've literally only found a single rock.
Yeah, I may have just broken a leg with heat because
same
reasons.
Although it's a very full rock.
Is there more?
Yep. It's not dehydration I'm dying from this time, it's heat.
Okay,
Ooh.
I killed the rock.
Well, that's a bad time to have found a pair of ants. Damn it. As I'm dying. Got 11 HP left. 9, 8. Come on, I need to make it to the water. I'm not going to make it to the water. Plus, I can hear the noise of ants behind me. The ants are dead. Oh, text file. Hello. 1. Oh, I'm going to die on the edge of the water, aren't I?
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm dying too. Oh, and I'm dead. That's all right. Need that ice, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of... That's a case of better gear and fortitude more than anything else. And it didn't help me when I should have run for the water a little bit quicker, to be honest. Cool down first. Well, what you got to take into account with the Skyline is the overheating mechanic is very much based upon where you are and what time of day it is, etc. So you can see where we are at the moment. It is 2 PM in the afternoon in a desert environment. So yeah, it's super hot here, but not everywhere is like this. And wearing clothes, for example, will help with it. You'll notice that now I'm in the water, that's cooled me down, but when I put the clothes on, they'll cool me down even more. Although, yeah, actually, Tex, that set of clothes you gave is worse for heat than
they make it worse?
Yeah, you want cloth.
Maybe I didn't understand how it works then.
Yeah, you want cloth gear for heat and leather for...
Negative.
Yep.
Well, that's why I was asking. I was like, it doesn't make sense. I didn't make fur, though, did I?
No, you made leather, which is sort of the generic good for damage one.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, well, we can just go wild. Actually, as soon as I go pick up my gear, I guess we can head on out. Unless you've got something else.
Now, this island doesn't seem to be that great. Not really got what we're after on it, unless you... I mean, how did you do for the pastes? Managed to get any?
Oh, it's me.
It's those ants.
Find that other ant. That other one I killed with the bow. I don't know where exactly it went. I have a whole 1 paste.
Yay! That's one more than we had.
I wonder what else gives us paste.
Yeah, there's got to be a better way of getting it than what we're doing. Yeah, the glowy rhino is an alpha. We don't want to be fighting him.
Very impressive looking. Don't aggro me, please.
I think they're passive. I think in their case, you're all right. Is that a new ship? No, King of Ducks. All I did was change up what sail it had on it. Some seeds for the Shackman. And some more poop for the Shackman. He likes his poop. But no fiber.
Found some seagull poop.
But the worst kind of poop.
Probably.
You can't tame alphas, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we might be better off just trying to trade, honestly, at this point for either saps or organic paste or both.
I just need to explore around a bit. I've been to one island.
2, technically, but yeah. On the other hand, have a ton of meat. Okay, so when it says hypothermic insulation, the number is how much it insulates you, or
Yeah. And so the fact
is
how much it insulates you, and the fact that we have negative on that armor is the problem.
Okay. So I just need to make us some regular clothes then.
Yeah. Okay, where do we sit? Because there is one other island in this cell we haven't been to. Saw it as we were coming around.
I'm going to put a full set of non-heated clothes up in this. Oh, nope. I'm going to throw it around apparently.
Or that. Similar.
There you go. I'll just...
Yeah, so there's a third island in this area we haven't been to.
Roger that.
Yeah. Keep an eye out. It looked like a bunch of rocks nearby each other more than an island, but they were big rocks, much bigger than ours.
Is it going to overheat you if we start cooking up all this meat?
Probably.
Well, I asked before I started.
Yeah, there you go. Dead ahead. Might get lucky, never know. Have to see.
Yeah, maybe. Nothing else, maybe we'll find some more water.
Yeah, saps in this game is a little bit of a all-encompassing term, because I think they do mean resin to some extent, and then in other cases they definitely mean sap, and in some cases, yeah, I'm not even sure.
Like you get saps off of like honey, I think too.
You get saps off of like rocks, you get saps off of trees, and you get saps off of. I think you're right. I think you get it off bees. Yeah. Haven't seen any today, Thailand. It's been quite quiet, but don't know. We definitely saw plenty yesterday, so they're out there.
Oh, ships the dam?
Yeah.
Didn't even have to see the question. Saw it from the context.
Be a fast one, Tex. And another one incoming, other side.
And then another one after that.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I'm used to having to lead them, and these you apparently just have to try and hit it dead on.
Kinda. It's sort of semi-lead, but left to right rather than forwards and backwards, if you know what I mean. Nice. Speaking of our friends.
Did we invoke him? Ooh, that's a ship of the galleon.
That's a ship of the galleon. Yeah, galleon of the damned. Neighborhood watch. Could be. This is one of these cases where I believe currently we might actually be able to outrun them if need be. So.
Yep. Let's see what we got out of that. We got a little gold. A legendary small wood gate. A fine wood fence support. 27 potatoes. A song for war drums. A fine ship cargo rack. Oh, that's new. Is that a way of increasing the cargo capacity of a ship?
What, the cargo racks? Yeah.
Yep.
Hang off the side a bit like the dinghies did.
Stone gate. And some ale.
Okay, so we can get a low-level bear for 350 crystal from Alfred. And we can get saps for crystal from Ghost Industries.
Oh, nice. We should still check out this island, but that's good to know that there's options.
Yeah, I mean, we're on our way, so... Be nice to know what we have around in our cell, at least.
Besides the ship of the damned. Starboard side.
Should be alright. Turning away. And then activating his cloaking device. Oh, he's back.
Grimmy, the server rules are actually in the Atlas channel on the ARMCO Discord.
I'd say the rules are more similar to Season 2's rules than Season 1's, but... Ship of the Damned drop gold, blueprints, and crew.
Oh, that's right. I'd forgotten about crew. Oh man, medium cells are so much nicer.
Aye. Not that expensive to put together either. We have a spare back at base as well. I made two.
How do you feel about putting together a like a diving ship?
Quite expensive.
No, not a submersible, just like one set up with diving platforms.
No, I know they're quite expensive. The suits, etc. for them.
Are they really? I don't remember that. Like I said, it's been a while.
Well, I mean, I believe one of the main problems is you need crystal for them, and which is something we do have. But they also run off oil.
Yep, I remember that. Fortunately, we get that off of fish. Have you actually ever done fishing in here? Because I noticed there was a fishing pole, but I haven't.
Yeah, it's a bit crap.
Is it?
Okay, coming up on destination.
Yep. I see trees.
Sort of an ENRA. We have, instead of caves, we've got trenches in this. They are pretty cool.
Yeah, which I haven't ever been down in. That looks like fun. I haven't even seen any video of it. It just sounds like fun.
There's actually one right next to our island.
Yeah, I did notice that on the map.
Not airfield areas, no, in ENRA.
Barianus Trench.
Oh, hey, Smoggy.
Heck, there's an island actually smaller than ours.
Looks like it. Bet you it's got metal on it.
I'm cold.
Slow us down a little bit. I'm not sure how deep this is going to be. Not deep at all. Roger. Turning around. I can see a croc on that beach. I don't particularly want to land there. Crocs like to eat boats.
It's a good beach right here.
Yeah, that's the beach with the croc on it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was hoping to continue around a little bit, but it looks like there's like... Oh yeah, look at that. Even way out, there's some little bits of rock sticking up. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
That is
a whole ripper right there.
That there is a dangerous little thing.
That's what I ran my boat up. That's the kind of thing I ran my boat up on last time. Just completely exploded every single plank.
Yeah, because we can anchor here. We're not leaving Shack anywhere.
You want me to...
He's ours.
Slow down a little bit?
Yeah, I'll be cutting back in again, basically.
Yeah, Shack's got a dinghy. I don't know what the problem is.
Oh, who was it that... Was it Ramzan? I sent him off in a dinghy with someone last season, or 2 seasons ago. And they, like, rowed in a dinghy to a completely different island and left him there.
Bottle or two there.
Yeah, one to our right, not glowing, so... Oh, that one dead ahead is.
Mm-hmm. Can you snag bottles with the...
No. No, you have to press E on them. There are limits on Silent Crew, but they're a bit less restricted than they have been in previous seasons. I guess we might as well sail a bit closer as well. Hey, Dallas. Nice one. Oh. Yeah, definitely some interesting waters around this island. I'm not sure I'd want to be docking here. Like, we're just about okay, I think, but I'm not sure you would be in any other ship. Anything bigger than this and you're hitting the ground. Mm-hmm.
Got a line of something right ahead of us.
Yeah, I think that might be blocked as well. Oh yeah, I can see it. It's so shallow I can see it through the top now as well. Wow.
A heat wave has begun. It's at night.
Well, yeah, I think that's, as such, we should be alright. I don't think we can go any further here. I think we're better off turning around and sort of pointing out to sea ready to leave and go using this as a... As good a spot as any.
Yep. I think you're right.
Yeah, and then we'll have a quick escape if we need it. Cool. Let's find out what this island's got for us.
Alright, let me dump my loot off. Ooh, and I got a... Oh, that's...
possible to build a bridge between islands? Not between, like, our little place where we are, yeah, nowhere else. There's a scorpion here. You want to bet scorpion drops organic paste?
I sure hope so.
That's just coming out of this grass ahead. Sneaky little thing. I don't like it. Might be going for a little sleep again.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, man, these are tops at organic paste. I got 6 out of that guy.
Yeah, bear with me a second. Sleepy times. Oh, no. It ran out just before I hit max. I did forget to unload. That's a good point. Give me something to do while my torp recovers. There's a random dead manta ray out here. Was that you?
What? No. No, I think they're still running themselves up on the ground sometimes for reasons that can't be explained. There is another bow if you'd like to have a little more standoff distance. Fairly sure I have one in there.
Yeah, I think there is. There is indeed. I kind of like the pike, but yeah, for scorpions it's not ideal.
Now, pikes are pretty much good for fish. Or...
Oh yeah, I should probably actually harvest the manta while I'm here as well. Given he's dead. Come here, you. Have a quick check that there wasn't a shark or something that killed him. God damn it.
I like that this is very obviously a strawberry plant with big ass strawberries, and I'm picking it and I'm getting bilberries. I am also getting
at least it's a berry.
Sugars.
Oh really?
Hey, all right. If I remember right, sugars break down into saps. You want to come take a look at this plant so you can see?
Yeah, I think you might be right. I think sugars might be saps, indeed.
It is indeed. Sugars are saps. I am over here. Oh, you can probably see where I'm at.
Not from this low down, but give me 2 seconds, I'll be able to see. Yep.
Perfect. Nice. There's this little long stems with
Fair play.
the orange flower or the pink flowers. Holy crap. That's a lot of sugar. Problem solved.
Yeah, remember where on the island this patch is as well?
Yep, will do.
Because if I remember rightly, they tend to be in patches like that. Can't help but notice as well, Tex, that these rocks... Oh no, they're not. I thought they were going to be pure sand rocks, stone rocks, but they're not. Not stone. Metal.
No,
God damn it.
I'm full. See if I can drop something. I can drop some meat. If you don't mind taking some of my saps here, I'll make a run back to the boat and come back.
No, go for it. Well, I mean, oh, you that overloaded?
I'm that overloaded.
It took too much, man.
I know, I was greedy. I think. Yep. Yeah, no, good spot.
Well, that's one thing off the
Mission
list.
accomplished. Now, if we find some metal there, we'll be knocking it out of the park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be ideal.
What else gives organic post? Anybody know? Off the top of their head?
We can always go around looking for some more scorpions once we've loaded up on some sugars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zeranax, fresh water and more scorpions, I think would be a good idea. Just load ourselves up with a bit of these sugars while we're here, because we're here and we found them. We can seek out greener grounds. This is about as green as it gets. That's grass right there. Balls.
We might actually be able to make organic paste from saps. You are... I vaguely recollect that being right.
Yeah, mortar and pestle.
Which we don't actually have on the boat.
Not on the boat, but we don't need it here.
Nope. It would just be a way of confirming it.
Sap and fibre. Sweet.
Yep, nice.
So that means all I need to do... Will you hurry up and get up that ladder?
Yeah.
I'm dehydrating here.
Slow ass.
I'm faster than you.
I know. I'm overloaded. Oh, that's 1,000 sugars right there. Nice.
Ship's pretty... We've not got actually that much room left on the ship. Oh, we got a fair bit actually thinking about it. Yeah, yeah.
I'd say I could go back for another load, right?
Oh yeah, I think we should. Back for another load, and I'll have a bit of a run around, see if I can find some water or actually, yeah, it's just water really, isn't it?
Yep, water. Yeah, it's a good island. They've got jute there too, so they got fiber, they got sugar.
Oh, come on, game. This is green. They changed it. Water barrels now weigh as much as, like, based upon what water's actually in them, so it's no longer as bad as it used to be. And I think they dropped the maximum weight on it too. Huzzah. I'm reckoning we're not going to see much in the way of fresh water on this place.
No. Or metal.
I think I recognise the island. I think there's metal here.
Oh.
But I don't think there's fresh water here. Yeah, I can't remember what I think this is the one with the brownish, like proper copper-coloured rocks, because this is a copper island, if I remember rightly. I take it back. That is fresh water.
Oh, nice.
And it's surrounded by sugars.
Ooh, okay.
And there's an ant here. And a crocodile. There's a couple of ants here, in fact.
Should we make a water barrel and then fill it up and bring it back?
We don't think we'll be able to carry a water barrel.
What side of the island is it on? Is it on the same one we're at?
Yeah, it's just on the far side to where we are. Watch out for the crocodile.
I'm slowly strolling back to the endurance right now. With my saps.
Yeah, so I'm going to check. We might be able to sail round to here because this has saps as well. It does have a crocodile, which is still slightly scary. Stop looking at me.
It's also skin.
They're really nasty techs. And there's a snake. There's a cobra on the
that's
shore
where we come
as
up
well.
with a cannon and blow it away.
And a wolf there.
Roger that.
Why are the bees pissed at me? They're bees.
That's what bees do. Pollinate shit and get pissed. All right, you want me to head to you or bring the ship around?
I will head back your way, and then... I mean, how full's the ship?
The ship is at 3,000 and 4,800.
Whoop. New crocodile. Yeah, I'm halfway back to you, maybe a bit more. It's quite like literally opposite side of the island deal. So.
Okay. Well, then next time we can just come in on that side.
I'm pretty much full on sugars myself as well. This island's covered in them.
Yeah, nice. Bro, we've got enough to make some preserving bags, so life just got a hell of a lot easier.
Wouldn't be surprised to find that there's something on the top of these big slabs of rock as well.
Besides the elephant?
Yeah, beside the elephant. Ooh, another scorpion. And he does want some. Roger that.
If you're full up, I can carry more.
I'm good. I left myself a little bit of room.
Cool. Good forage.
Yeah, damn right.
We should maybe probably top off with wood.
Top off with whatever's close, yeah.
Yep. I'm just thinking we keep running out of wood before anything else. given that we had, what, 1,500 left, you and I both have a full inventory, we'll be comfortably underneath the max, but not...
Chili seeds? The chili seeds here. I've got some other seeds. I picked up some beet seeds, etc. I don't know if there's... I haven't seen a chili plant on this island, but that doesn't mean it ain't here.
I saw chilies. I picked some up, but I didn't see any give me seeds.
Mm-hmm. Nice bit of everything. Ship weight's getting fairly high. Might be inclined to leave it there, to be honest, man. We'll be slow.
Yep, I got a little copper too out of one of those rocks.
Oh, sweet.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, there'll be copper rock somewhere on this island. We just need to work out where. Because that's a second metal. That's not the same metal as we've been getting, so... How many cells? It's a 4x4, but they're not all on. It's one of the advantages of just hiring a dedicated to do the job rather than...
rolling your own?
Well, sorry, rolling our own dedicated rather than like getting one from Nitrado or whatever. We pay the flat cost for the server rather than per cell. That's a good point, actually, Nuki. Yeah, we've got copper and tin here. That's bronze. When we come to alloy making.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Excuse me.
Bless you. How many different games can the server run at the same time? Well, with Atlas on it, one. Atlas is quite resource intensive. I played Subnautica Speedy Walker, yeah. I quite enjoyed it, but not quite as much as I know some others have. I think we're on course. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't really going to include Freelancer, Mr. Thomas. It doesn't really count. It uses so little resources, it's almost like... It'd be misleading to say you could run more on it, when in reality it's Freelancer that we're running, which could be run on a blooming Raspberry Pi at this point, I suspect. Oh, we'll be moving on to the suffocating death soon enough. Don't worry, Speedy Walker. That's a coming, whether we like it or not.
Oh, the damned.
Thankfully, he is also turning.
I was in the menu and I saw it pop up behind my menu. I was like, oh.
and then Cloaking Device. It was the one thing we still haven't found a way of improving is like view distance and popping
pop in and out.
pop ranges and so on.
It'd be awesome if you could see them as far as you could see other boats. It'd still be a threat, certainly at server border crossings, but not.
Well, and structures as well. You know, you've seen as we approach our island, or like base doesn't actually pop in until you get really quite close.
Base didn't pop in long after.
All right, Speedy. Roger that. Goes well, Fog. Goes well. Get this load of bits and bobs back, which was an important one, and then potentially think about whether or not, well, where Alfred are to go and do a trade for a bear. Oop, another ship down. Other side this time. Also turning away. Yeah, someone had to mention earlier that there was no ships of the damned. I guess.
If I can equip fast enough? Probably not. Nope.
Oh well. Haven't really had much issue with that, Shadowed. Especially if the crew is stationed. But then the way single player and multiplayer works are really different, so tough to compare the two, honestly. We've got a neat little navigational trick for our base as well.
Yeah, just aim for the corner.
Yeah, look left and right. Where do the server borders converge? That's us.
The last little bit of real estate before hell.
You can only control the sails from the wheel if you're using what we refer to as silent crew, which are the NPC crew. In the case of this, I just have to shout at Textfire. He does not respond to keybinds.
I am the not silent crew.
Yeah, and sometimes he talks back. Hey, Icewind. Going well? Oh, God, another one. Another one with a cloaking device as well. Get out of it. Looking forward to the point where we can police our waters a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of these unwelcome visitors.
Yep. What do you normally keep your fortitude at?
I haven't got any fortitude at the moment.
No.
Been doing other things first. Eventually, you want to have some points in it, I think, but
We got 44 points in it. It still doesn't seem to help much with the heat.
Well, he really wants a bit, doesn't he? Go away. Are you going to turn, or am I going to turn? Alright, I'm going to turn, Roger. Go on about.
Roger that.
He is definitely interested. Wow. Or he's just mirroring our turns like a douchebag. Stop defending our island. It's our island. Turning in to try and blast past. Sails, please.
How many? Oh, sorry. How many cannon can you put on a sloop? I can't remember. Is it just based on deck space? Or?
What, cannons? Like one, I think. Like, on a sloop, you're really going to struggle. We're not fighting those on a sloop, really. I might fight them in a schooner. The server looks like it's in PvE mode because the hub cell, the one you start in, is in PvE mode. The rest of the server isn't. It's a bit annoying that they pick it up in that way, but it does make some sense given that that's the cell people spawn in, that it shows it in that way. But yeah, there are good reasons why you'd want to make sure that when people are first spawning, they're not having to deal with that sort of thing.
Ah, wild man.
Mr. Monstratus. Can't be far now, surely. I'm just conscious that what we don't want to do either is lead this fellow to our base.
To our shore, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the island. And I'm pretty certain he's not actually following us. He's just circling backwards and forwards. And it happens to be coinciding quite nicely with how we were coming in.
Tex is basically my brother Flare in a way, also known as Flare blowing up our fighter by crashing into an asteroid in Space Engineer's Twice. Forget what I said about Tex, my brother is more like Shaq.
I don't think Tex has crashed that many ships. He likes to make them clang out, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's an entirely different matter. That's style.
Okay, we have lost him, and we are on approach.
Excellent.
Jay, we're in a desert area, so yeah, water spouts are going to be pretty uncommon regardless, because it doesn't really rain. Part of the reason she's sailing so slow is because we weighed her down a lot.
Yeah, where are we at?
I can't remember what the weight thresholds are, but
30. We're at 3,600 out of 4,800. So
there's an upper weight threshold, and I think we're probably over it. Hey Gilligan, you have missed us hunting for resources and finding them.
And finding them. The second trip was much more successful than the first trip.
Good. You brought back a fair bit of stuff from the first trip, though, didn't you?
Yeah, but not what we really needed. We brought back resources, but not the saps that we were really hoping for. But between those two islands, we now have saps. We've got salt, we've got some metals, so not too bad. It's certainly enough to get our trading empire up and going.
Ish. Ironically for that, the most value we have is the one that we most correctly control.
Yeah, the crystal. No, I meant more like enough resources to actually make boats to run as traders.
I think getting the shipyard down and getting a schooner next would actually be a good plan, because at the moment this can't carry enough, you know?
No. It's a fine exploration vessel. Icewind Drake, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Ah, home sweet home. The ominous walls of death.
Oh, God. Lesson learned. Don't load up the ship quite this much. We could be going really quite quickly at this point, and we just... Ugh. And this is with lots of point and extra weight as well. Alright, so you aim for the gap between rock 2 and rock 3.
Yep. Hey, Scalbjorn.
Hey, Scala.
We have a level!
Wait. Okay, we've got mist and trees. Still no sign of the actual base.
Yep. No, that's on the second... Between the second and third rock?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can see the Rick.
Right, Brett. By the Rick. If nothing else, we can leave the Rick there as a nice little landmark.
Well, you see that other rock to our right that's out to sea?
Yep.
Might be a good place for a lighthouse.
That's not a bad idea at all. And there's another rock beyond that one I can see through the breakers.
Uh-huh. Although we might want to check, because I think lighthouse has a larger despawn area than normal blocks do.
Ah.
Hey, Shaq. I am just returning. Or we are just returning.
Yeah. He can show you, I'll show you a picture of the loot on the stream in a second.
Raise sails a tad.
Roger that. You want to just go with just uppers?
Yeah, that can do. Go. Time to start lugging all of this stuff off the boat.
Yep.
Most of it's in the bench, isn't it? Yeah. No.
Yeah, if you get overloaded, getting off the end of ladders is difficult.
I just have a habit of jumping as I go over the edge, and that's not what I want to do at all. Saps ho! You want to get a preserving bag or something up ASAP so we can start getting our food.
I do indeed. I think I'm just going to throw some right in here. Fibers and...
We did get some organic paste as well, don't forget.
A little bit.
Oh, I got some as well, so...
6 or... Yeah, we probably have enough for the fridge.
Put it somewhere, I can't remember where, but...
The fridge or the saps?
No, the paste I found. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
And poop for the poop box.
Poop for the poop god.
Yeah, it's all decaying, of course, before he actually gets a chance to use it, but hey.
As little as I want to put it in the same bag as our food, would a preserving bag preserve poop too?
Probably. In a slightly disturbing fashion, yeah, I suspect it will.
There we go, 15 paste right there. All I need now is that. I'm gonna put your organic paste right in there. Have some thatch. How many bags we want? We're gonna put a fridge in the base, right?
If you can make a fridge, then... I mean, I've been told the fridges are actually... We're doing it kind of the wrong way around in that respect. The fridges work better at sea.
Oh, yeah? No? We can make one. Let's play with it. The ice box. So we should be putting an ice box on the boat then? Is that what they're telling us?
Yeah, because it benefits from the distance thing.
Okay. Let's see how big it is.
I think that's what they were saying, at least. I mean, you...
Oh, I'm stuck. Anyway. That was weird.
L. Okay, so the icebox is not the refrigerator thing. Something different.
Area is too hot to produce ice.
Indeed.
What? So
Different
it's
thing.
useless to us here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Alright, I'll stick it in a box.
Yeah, apparently the eco mod icebox is a different thing. That's the game icebox. Yeah, it's the eco mod one, and I don't know if you've unlocked that or not, Tex, but
Yeah, I did.
yeah, I think I'm gonna put a pillar under there and actually have a low-level platform here instead. A bit easier. Hey. Plenty beet seeds for the captain. No, Speedy, I actually don't. To be honest. Interesting. We have a treasure map on our island, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? Nice.
The giveaway being that the picture for it is blank. Because our island isn't on the map.
Where would you like our saps bag for the boat? By the
I guess at the back near the fire.
by the steering wheel. Okay, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna leave the salt in the other. Not in it until we're ready to use it.
Yep, makes sense. Okay, next up is... You can do a schooner at the small, can't you? So maybe we'll do small first. We're not ready for a brig yet.
No. In your space. May I propose toast to a successful journey?
That would mean I'd need a drink.
Yeah, I'm threw one on the ground.
Oh, right, I see. I was actually thinking in real life. Whereabouts? Am I gonna get... What are you giving me? Oh, it is ale. Alcohol-based. Takes fire.
What?
Blurry.
Well, if we were civilized, it could have been tea, but who's civilized?
That looks weird. I'll also be back in 2 seconds. I fancy a drink. IRL.
Anybody know if the amount of salt you use is based on how much stuff is in there?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that beard does grow fast. Sweet. Looking much more like the Baron today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need maybe another 5 of those. Okay, depth-wise. Yeah.
Do you know, or does anybody else know, if the amount of materials inside the bag affects the decay rate or the usage rate of?
No clue, to be honest.
Ice.
Yeah, when it comes to building the large shipyard, we're in a good position. When it comes to building this little one, it's a bit more difficult. That's not too bad. The ship unloaded.
I'm double checking, but it should be.
I'm thinking maybe swing it out of the way so I can extend that. Sealing out.
A butt ton of bolos, yes.
And we can work out where the shipyard will fit onto it.
Yep. You want me to move it?
Let's go. Just here. Tuck it around the corner, basically. Okay, now to find a place around here where the anchor will actually drop.
Oh, really?
By shifting us forwards a little bit.
Let's say we should be able. He was able to place a dock over on this other side, so it should be able to.
There we go.
Drop anchor there.
Should be able to. I reckon we can actually make ourselves a little dock off this side, perhaps.
Like a little wharf.
Yeah. Because I think between these two, because this is close to that other rock, it's a bit shallower this side.
Mm-hmm.
We should build a dock, yes.
Oh, that's gonna be nice because that's gonna be right the right level for a schooner or brig to pull up right next to it, isn't it?
Hopefully. I'm thinking we might even be able to position the shipyard off one side of it as well.
That was what I was hoping to.
Oops. Where did that go? Oh, there. Damn it, you never make enough.
What do you need?
Ceilings.
More wood ceilings? How many more?
4 or 5? Might as well do 5. No, the shipyard still don't snap to structures, unfortunately.
Okay, we're almost out of thatch again. It goes fast.
Island's back up again though. Like I'll respawn. I don't think so, Granted, no. There's a way of making a very small drawbridge using elevators, but nothing like official. Oop.
Special delivery.
Don't work.
They're like regular blocks now.
Yeah, except it won't snap to it because of... Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to temporarily do something like that, aren't I?
You could put down a pillar and then build over it, I think.
Maybe? Not quite in the way we'd want, I don't think, but let's see. Okay, this might... I mean, if you ever wanted to...
What? I mean, can you put it on under the bottom of the ceiling?
I can, but under the bottom of the ceiling, no.
Under the bottom of the ceiling. Under the bottom of the ceiling. Surely there's a way of doing full blocks off of the end of that ceiling. And that's the way. Janky. Alright, so we're gonna go get some rushes. You can just attach some blocks around it, right?
I really need to get rid of the block that's stuck underneath it, though, because it's messing with the snap points, which means I need to get my mouse pointer in exactly the right spot to be able... There you go. There you go. Okay, now I can't snap to that block at all. What have I done? It's broken. Because that's not the right height. I think I might need some walls to do this.
Yeah.
And snap to the wall rather than anything else. But
I'm grabbing a whole bunch of thatch.
yeah, I know, Speedy. But it needs to actually be snapping in order to do so.
So weird.
Nope. Not having it. I mean, the other option is just to continue at that height. I can only come down once we've cleared this bit of rock.
Can you... Yeah, I don't know why you can't attach a solid block onto the end of one of those ceiling blocks. That's the part that's kind of blowing my mind.
I can attach a stairs to it, but not anything else.
Can you attach a block to the bottom of the stairs then?
Nope.
Well, that makes no sense.
What was I missing from the blocks that I needed? Ceilings, that was it. No, Red, Octo, the lighthouse was out there. You can't really see the rock from here because reasons. I don't actually know why, but there you go. You can just about see it now. Beyond the dinghy.
How you doing for
First
materials?
things first. If I do that, can I get a ceiling to attach to the end of it? No. Ah, I need a wood wall to do half walls, don't I? Oh! I don't think this will work either, because I don't think I can... Ooh, hello. Ha ha ha!
Figured.
I figured it! Well, I didn't, chat did, but anyway. Cheers, man.
Yeah. Thanks, chat. Oh, was it because we were half block too high?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Well, not anymore. Need more floor blocks now, but yeah.
Would you like some more?
Start filling it in, yeah.
I can make 2. Oh, what am I missing? Wood. How you doing on wood? Oh.
Not much. There's more inside, though.
I'll go make you some more.
No, Anenra, but as long as the ship is low enough, it'll actually be able to phase underneath, as stupid as that is. But the plan is not to actually have ships come through there.
Do you see the blocks I threw at you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many more do you want of that kind? I can make you 2 more? No, more than that.
Gonna have to go up a lot there, I think. Aye. Aye.
Well, that's silly. That's a way to do something, I guess.
Well, the rock height's gone back up again, so the height of the floor needs to go back up again. We can't put stuff down there, so I'm just going to duplicate what's on the other side with a half stair there now.
Could we just all go across at the same height?
Could do, but this down here can actually, there's space here to continue expanding this platform.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
So then we could have a little lower level platform here. Maybe this is what connects onto our shipyard, in fact.
Yeah.
So let me see if there's actually placement possibilities for it. That's going to annoy me.
You could actually continue the wood blocks on. It doesn't actually have to go back up, I don't think.
No, it will. I've tested, you won't be able to place those blocks down.
Okay.
Like underneath there, that's as far as the full blocks will go.
It's actually letting me place it inside the pillar. That's weird. Oh, because it's letting me do a half block. That's what.
Tex, can you look out dead in front of me and see what the terrain is like over the far side? Like straight where I'm looking, underwater. How, if I was to put a shipyard down, like how quickly does it drop away?
Here, this is really shallow right here. So right here is probably too shallow to launch. Right, I would say probably right here is where I'd be comfortable launching a larger ship. But from, I'm at the bottom right here, if that gives you a gauge. So it's fairly shallow. you want to place it, I can go.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. I've got what looks like quite a good spot for it, but let me just firstly line myself back up to where I was. Because we want it straight.
Yeah, we do.
It looks askew. It isn't as askew as you guys think it is. If you line up if you look on the right hand side of the screen at the moment and use the line of the dock that we currently have and then the line of the planks just above it, it's pretty straight. Remember, the field of view makes things look a bit wonky, but I think it's straighter than you guys are giving it credit for.
Well, it reaches the bottom all the way down here.
I think that should be fine, Tex.
It's pretty shallow right here.
It's the maximum depth it can drop is a schooner, remember?
You want to hop in and take a look?
Any further forward than that, and it wasn't letting me place it. It was saying water was too deep. I think this will be plenty.
Yeah, no, that should be fine.
Plus, look how nicely it all lines up.
It does line up very nicely.
Right, can I... Not quite.
Nope. Doesn't quite line up. Maybe 4 inches too far.
Probably no longer pick upable. Yeah.
It's fine.
If it ever needs correcting, then it won't be too hard to correct. Because in the end, I might well... can we half wall behind that and then let me build at that height, maybe? Nope, needed the wall the other place. There, and then... Oh, come on, game. Why not? Would have been fine.
Staircase?
I got a staircase. It was more that I wanted to continue.
If you remove that ceiling, you might be able to put a solid block.
No. It's like it is for a reason, trust me. If it was possible to put a solid block there, I would have used one. That whole section there was done by me going, can I put a solid block? Can I put a solid block? No, I can't. Okay, I'll have to use a ceiling.
What if we put a solid block like right here? Can we build off of that?
But that's what I was thinking, was building sort of like that.
Oh, perfect.
And then screw the ways up and down
Look
that
at
they
that.
provide us.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah. I might as well leave them there, but yeah, build out like that so it lines up.
And of course, now we can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and then essentially ditching those stairs completely and just walking across that way.
Yep. No, I think that's fine.
like to replace that single solid block at some point, but
which single solid block?
This one here, because the rest are roofs, because you can't put a solid block down like next to this, for example.
Well, do it right now if you want.
I don't have any bits. We're going to run out of like wood and everything. Well, the island's mostly respawned, so... Aha!
Can I remove that one without destroying everything?
Not at the moment. It's not supported. You can place the... If you've got a ceiling block, though, you should be able to place it directly over the top.
I do. It's not letting me place over the top.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we'll need to support and build out some of the other bits first, so that when we get rid of that block, it doesn't all collapse.
That should work right there. Ooh, this is going to let us clip that into there. That's going to be really nice. That'll be really smooth. Okay, it is almost 5 o'clock my time. I've been going since a while, and I need to take some time off before we do the next one.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yes, Catherine, it is. Small it may be, but relatively rich.
What the hell is yarrow? Found it in the bench. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a root vegetable, but where we got it from, don't know. Yeah, I might have overworked myself there a little. Well, welcome, Speedy. You are tired. Stop moving for a moment to recover your stamina. Oof.
I'm gonna crash out on the sleeping floor. I will catch everyone a little bit later.
Yeah, catch you in a bit, Tex. Yeah, Mr. David, very early, but then if I wanted to get some Atlas in today as well as some Space Engineers, that was necessary. And I think we've made some good progress. Base has changed up a fair bit. Went and got some saps. Badly needed. We can actually preserve food and whatnot now. Yeah, I think you know the game, Mr. Redstone. Space Engineers. I believe you are familiar. Well, Mr. Redstone, it is what they call a Saturday. Which means I do that thing on YouTube. Double Space Engineers, you know. Last week I built a very, very silly truck and we started moving ice from one place to another, and that truck now needs to be made about 3 times as wide. It's all back in the place. Oh, and if anyone was wondering what this is on the way towards the island, this is a marker to show how close we can get to the island before building causes respawns to stop. So any closer than that and our resources on the island will stop spawning. And we kind of need those. I true this, but at the same time, we do need every last bit of resource, so we're being fairly conservative, if you know what I mean. Not pushing it at all. What are we low on? Kind of a bit of everything. Let's have some green, some orange. Let's skip the meat for today. And then all the seeds. Oh, I'm quite pleased with where that... I'm slightly annoyed it is like 4 inches off to one side. But I'm quite pleased about how it went down. It is tempting to do it before it's too late. Build too much now, and I won't be able to move that. But if I was dedicated now, I could shift it over. I'm not going to get another opportunity, you know. Like, once we've built out around this, none of us are going to be interested in trying to rebuild it. Now I know the water depth is good there. I should be able to do this on my own without too much difficulty as well. And the resources we're missing to do it can be got. Oh, let's just double check there's nothing actually in its inventory. Nope. Yeah, the resources to get to do it can actually come from breaking that one down, because we only need a little bit more wood. A weird way of joining a stream, Storman. Cool. Yeah, Carbon Atlas is back. Season the 3rd. Okay, stage 1, line up the little thing in the UI between button 5 and button 6 straight with a line in the deck. Give us the best possible chance of being straight. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now don't touch the mouse until we've pressed that, at which point it's safe to look around, and now I can adjust left and right, which is going to be a little more tricky to nail, but if I can I get a good camera angle? Looks like we need to go a bit left there still. There it is. And then I think it was also Was it a bit closer as well? Was it a bit... I think it was a bit further away, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, I went as far out as I could, just to make sure the depth was acceptable. So that's where it gets too deep, I think. Just about. Okay, we should still be lined up there kinda well. Right, backstep. That's tad. Really hard to see. Oh well, I can always just be ready to pick it up quickly if it isn't quite right. In point of view, how good are we? It's not as straight as it was last time, is it? No, I don't think it is. That was close, but not quite. I managed to mess up this bit, getting my angle straight. And that looks pretty damn good. Of course, any left to right jiggling like this does throw it off ever so slightly, so... Okay, let's go back in here and see how straight this still looks. Not very. Already slightly regret the decision to do this now. That second place was the one I did just now and then went, oh, it's not quite right. That would have been fine. Oh, I'm calling that good enough. And I'm also going to see whether or not Tex was right here. And we can actually get away with continuing this on at ceiling height. At that height. And we can, okay. Because that means that then I can get a set of stairs on there as well. Sure, a little weird through the rock, but whatever. As is that. Yeah. Not the one I was on. Damn it. Scared the crap out of myself. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm not massively happy about that gap there, but I guess we'll put railings around that side. Or something along those lines. Because it's not going to let me put that there either, because we're so low to the ground. Still. That needs foundation support, does it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, at some point I also need to build a way up onto this thing that doesn't involve jumping around like an idiot for a little bit. You can, Cookie, but we don't want to, because by doing that you enable people to... Because it's not very controllable what exactly you do when you turn off collision, so it literally just turns off collision for almost everything. Looks really cool, but it means you can build some really broken bases. Oh no. Starting to run out of water. Damn. Yeah, it basically gets to the point where you end up with people doing some pretty dodgy stuff, you know. It might even let me put some walls on the side of that as well. Huh. It also might let me extend that little bit out down there into a super secret, but not actually that secret because people on stream are watching base. Or at least just a place to put a smithy table, etc. Extend the floor out down there and remove some of the roof. Alright, yeah, everyone on stream, shut your eyes. I don't get to have super secret things, Catherine. The best I could get away with was an island that was so tiny that nobody else could possibly want it. I mean, doesn't appear to be on this one either, Catherine. Oh, I didn't bring food. I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting how much of a difference it makes when you actually go and, like, do some work, how quickly you consume the food. Oh well, almost full anyway. That should be good for us though, Omen. It means we've got to do a lot more sailing around, a lot more trading than we might do otherwise, you know. I take it to be a positive thing. Nah, Catherine, definitely not. have some meat this time, along with our veg. Wow, we've actually got thatch. I was not expecting that. Maybe apathetic. I think a pier sort of thing is going to be the idea, Valora. What the only thing at the moment I'm trying to do is replace that bit of construction with one that actually attaches to the base. Because at the moment, the bit of construction we have out there doesn't actually attach onto the base at all. It was just put down as a test to see where exactly we could get away with and where we could put stuff. Who the hell is snoring? That bunch up there. Or even more freaky. This bunch up here. Okay, so before I do any more over there, I just want to find out, is this something I can actually get away with? You gonna let me? I think I'd need to wall down here, won't I? So can I attach to? Yeah. Okay. Yes, I should probably think about getting in and out at some point. Seems as good as any. Except I can't build the shit I need. Yeah, I think that could be pretty cool. Just make that where we have sort of nearby crafting materials. You're gonna let me attach onto that side just to make it look good as well? Ah, lovely. You have a half wall there, full wall there, and you won't have a little ugly gap there. And then we have stairs down and a little room underneath, and I remove some more of this, and that way we've got a place right next to where we're making the ship. Literally. From down here, you'll be able to, that back wall there will let you access the inventory. You'll be able to do everything from down underneath. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Valora. That storage room for the boats right there. Okay, we were out of... Actually, I don't think we were out of anything yet. Tidy whole shipbuilding. Best start. So that's... Actually, no, we'll need a lot of walls as well as ceilings. Fair enough. And just so I can get up and down without falling, at least one roof. We're not setting Shack adrift. He is company mate. There's like, what, a whole 4 of us on our little island here. That's probably best if we don't get starts the war immediately. Which way gives us more... I think if I do it that way, it might actually give me more room. How forgiving are you going to be down there with where you let me put the ceilings and so on? So yeah, we can't go through that rock, and that's where that ends. So that says to me that doing this sideways with a ramp down like that then that could all get walled off, I think, except for, damn it, that's a bit ugly. Hidey hole not Baron compatible, but then what is, in honesty? It's a start. And we got direct access from in here, as I hoped. Need to try and clean up that mess there at some point, but doubt it's going to be that easy to do somehow, because it's not going to let me, like, we know we can fill that bit, filling this bit in. I know I'm going to get water inside from the waves anyway. It just feels better when the room's, like, complete. I admit the waves are just going to keep coming through the floor here. Yeah, that's probably a decent plan, Valora. Half wall on the top and then a large storage chest in front of it. Splitsy's the one that has pet rocks, though, not me. Well, boys, we are officially out of wood. Even I'm here, and I've got a bit of spare inventory. Let's grab the goodies. Oh, is it Capac that has the pair of rocks? Fair enough. Not exactly secret crystal, Catherine, just useful crystal. Does make our little base island just a tad more valuable. In that the only resource that we'd have here of any use would, outside of that, would be we've got lots of fiber. Got 5 pillars. Let's go... Oh no, I need some walls as well, don't I? 3 walls. And 3 more pillars. Dunno, Nuki. We will have to see what develops. To begin with, everyone's in, oh my god, the server's just come up, quick, 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 go, get ready, go, mode. Oh, you bastard. Literally. Screw you, game. At least we can now put a door there, yeah. Secure storage. Well, actually no, you're not crawling through that. No matter how hard you try, you ain't crawling through that gap. So yeah, secure storage, lovely. No support again. Actually, down here isn't as bad as I was expecting. Yeah, we can cover over that gap way easy. It'll be all good. Just gonna make myself some ceilings here in the water. Let me guess, I now run out of pillars. Well, especially if I do that. Yeah, I don't think demolition guns are going to be in the list of things to do. You say stairs. I'm not sure I've got the materials to make any stairs. I think I might. Well, I'm also starving, but. The hidey hole's going to be for construction, though. We could all sleep in there, but... I think for now, all I will do is put a temporary staircase down on the side, because we need loads of wood, really, to finish... Well, not loads, but more than we've got here without going for a journey to finish that off. But I'm getting fed up with not being able to get up and down. We still keep going off the side here? Perfect. Oh nice, so we'll be able to open this platform up into something quite large. Might even be able to stick another shipyard off the back. That'd be quite cool. Oh well. For now. To aid those that are stuck. Alright. Oh, sweetie. Really? Right, what have I got on me? Armor that I don't need, berries that shouldn't be in there. How to be the grand douchebag and basically leave the base completely out of materials when I log off. Because I need to go and start getting ready for Space Engineer stream. Okay, there's a fair bit of spare fibre in there, but fibre's not what we're short of. There's no spare wood anywhere. Not decided yet, Tatty. I'm probably going to open the trailer up and make it a lot bigger than it currently is, at the very least. Yes, I am going to take. I'm going to be the one hiding down here, see if anyone finds me. I'm sure they'll notice it pretty quickly. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. That was a lot of fun. We may well be back after Space Engineers with some more Atlas later, depending on how things are going. But for now, I think I'm going to call it here. As I said, go and get ready for Space Engineers, grab a bite to eat, etc. Make sure I'm refreshed. So I will see you guys shortly over in the Space Engineers. Nice one, Takia. Borg. Appreciate that. No, it's YouTube for Space Engineers, so if you want to tune into the Space Engineers stream, which will start probably in about an hour-ish, then it's on the YouTube channel, and there is a link down below the stream if you want to come and follow along for that as well. And we're on Mars, doing crazy things. Cheers, folks.